It's not every day you can watch a scammer getting stopped in their tracks. This woman gave a scammer access to her bank account and password, but police, the bank, and the Walgreens where she was all helped put a stop to it. Back to school costs are climbing, but many families are slamming the brakes on spending. Tonight, simple ways to cut that supply bill without shortchanging your kids. And it's not just lunchbox prices that are going way up. It's going to cost a lot more this school year to fill up those lunch boxes. Next, we have ways to feed kids for less. Welcome to the Watchdog, where we protect consumers, share warnings and alerts, and help you save money. I'm Jen Pachano. We begin with a close call for a Solon woman who got caught up in a scam. But a heads-up clerk at Walgreens, quick-working bank employees, and Solon police saved her from losing everything she had.
He's lucky before he pulled my money. Hurry up, please, because I know he's gonna take the money any minute.
A visibly shaken and scared woman is captured on Solon police body camera last month at the Walgreens on Som Center.
And he was yelling. He goes, if you say one more word, I'm going to take all your money from your account.
The woman told police the person had contacted her via email earlier in the day, and she clicked on a link. He got a hold of her banking information and password, then reached out through WhatsApp with aggressive instructions.
He's like, hurry, take your debit card. And I'm like, why? I have to go to the store. Get in the car, get dressed in.
What was he trying to have you do here?
Buy ticket, $500 ticket.
All right.
Please work my help me before he's going to take my money. He's going to take all my money.
How much money did you?
$4,100 something.
Acting out of fear and the sense of urgency these scammers always employ, she made her way to the store. But before she bought any gift cards, she asked the cashier to call for help while the scammer was still on the phone.
I put my purse on the side. I don't want him to hear me. Call the police for me.
Solon police have unfortunately dealt with this sort of thing before and were able to step in.
Oh, he's on your screen. So he was watching your screen. You must have shared screen with him or something.
Been on the phone with me for like an hour, and I noticed because I've been through this.
Yeah.
And I called the police after they've been, oh, you have to go buy me $3,000 ticket. Go get me $500.
Yeah, if at any point anybody asks you to leave,
I was dumb. And now we're suffering financially.
Sadly, this wasn't the first time this victim was targeted.
They took a lot of money from me.
Mm-hmm.
We're empty. They left me nothing because I was so dumb and I didn't know. I thought, they're going to save me the money, so they took all the money.
This time, she caught on before it was too late and involved the police.
She was being scammed on the phone. We're out with her now. We're going to assist her making phone calls to the bank.
Police got through to the bank quickly, who took critical action to lock her accounts.
So you can put the hold on all of
right
the
now.
accounts. That is like a scam.
Yeah, if you can lock all of her accounts, that'd be great, because the person was demanding her to make transfers, and they got access to her banking.
Others who don't notice the red flags in time and speak up won't be so lucky. Every year, several thousand students and parents are defrauded by scholarship scams. Unfortunately, it's on the rise with the ease now to create apps and websites with AI that are very convincing. Don G has the warning from a scholarship expert who wants to help protect your dream of college and making ends meet.
You've applied to college, you've been accepted to college. Now you have to pay for college. For many students and families, this is the first big test.
Unfortunately, there are a lot of scammers out there.
Jennifer Finetti is a college finance expert with Scholarship Owl, a personalized scholarship matching and management service tool. Finetti says those scammers have even found a way to snatch the funds and personal data away from students scrambling to pay for that dream of going to college.
So students tend to be a little bit more desperate for money for college. Maybe they don't catch those red flags that they might see if they weren't a little bit anxious about how they're going to pay for school.
Turn that desperation into eagle-eyed attention and slow down. Some red flags possibly pointing to a scholarship scam?
Anytime you hear somebody say you're guaranteed to win, there is no way that any kind of legitimate scholarship has any sort of guarantee that you can win. If you are on a website and you are wanting to check out their privacy policy and you can't find a privacy policy, that's probably also another scholarship website that you might want to avoid.
Legitimate scholarship providers usually operate websites ending in .org, .gov, or .edu. Always search the name of the organization online to check for verified reviews or scam warnings. Look for a working phone number and look for a physical address.
There'll be information about a scholarship and the student can't remember if they applied to it or not, but it says that they won, so they click the link and all of a sudden now that phishing scheme, now they have access to that student's computer.
Spokesman Review cites 63% of Gen Z students have fallen victim to financial fraud, and of those who did, just over half actually lost money.
It is important that students and parents be vigilant about this and to make sure that when they're looking for scholarships for college that they use credible sources. If you are concerned that you have fallen for one of these scams, and especially if you've clicked a link or if you've given personal information to a scholarship provider or someone who claims to be a scholarship provider, you can contact your bank right away.
I would also suggest you reach out to the Federal Trade Commission. Okay, here we go with a few more red flags. Upfront fees or processing fees should cause you pause. It's free to apply for a real scholarship. If the scholarship provider is pushy or reluctant to answer questions or give details, that red flag is waving. And last, look for mistakes, poor grammar, or generic information. Helping you make ends meet, I'm Dawn G.
Before your kids head back to class, a new NerdWallet report suggests families may be pulling back at the checkout. Consumer investigator Rachel DePompa looks at the new numbers and has simple ways you can save in this Watching Your Wallet.
New numbers from NerdWallet show back-to-school shoppers expect to spend about $611 this year, about $130 less than last year. Sarah Rathner with NerdWallet tells us 25% of parents say the rising cost of living, things like gas and groceries, is forcing them to cut back and stick to a budget. But she says there are still plenty of ways to save.
Number one, shop your own home and see what you already have left over from the previous school year. You might already have a bunch of supplies handy that are still in good shape, so just reuse them. It's the economical thing to do. It's the environmentally friendly thing to do. It teaches a great lesson to your kids on using what you already have.
Even with tighter budgets, the pressure to keep up is still there. 43% of parents say they'd go into debt to help their child fit in at school, and 45% say they'd do the same for extracurriculars. Rathner says it's okay to have those hard conversations with your child about what you can and can't afford.
Comparison shopping is always great. Shopping sales. Check to see when the tax-free week might be occurring in the state where you live if you have one. And that can also help you save substantially on your shopping, especially if you time that with other back-to-school sales.
You could also use a cash back credit card to earn money back or collect points towards a future purchase. There are lots of ways to be creative, and you might even involve your child in the shopping trip so they too can learn real-life lessons about saving. With this Watching Your Wallet, I'm Rachel DePompa.
Coming up on the Watchdog, some popular playground equipment is being recalled after a toddler was fatally injured. Recall Roundup has the information you need. Welcome back to the Watchdog, our consumer protection show here on 19 News. I am Jen Pachano, and we are at the Ask the Scam Squad portion of our show here. And I'm going to bring in Mary Helen Gallagher. You are the case management specialist with Pro Seniors, an advocacy group for the whole state of Ohio. And you really are a great clearinghouse for or touch point for seniors who need help when it comes to scams and fraud and Medicare scams. Mm-hmm. So something I know you had said that you're seeing a lot of is Medicare card scams. What's happening?
Medicare card scams are probably one of the most popular kinds. So those are those phone calls that people get where it might say scam likely or spam likely. But I know everyone everywhere is getting scam calls, but
and they're local numbers, they're spoofed numbers.
They're spoofed numbers. It can even say 1-800-Medicare on the number.
Can it really?
Right. And so what we tell people is Medicare's not calling you. Those big.
Say that again.
Medicare will never call you unless you initiate contact. Even then, it's usually by letter.
Okay. It bears repeating. Over and over
That's what
again.
it's one of the things we have to drive home.
Yeah.
They're not as common anymore because people are listening finally and they are not answering their phone, or they're letting it go to voicemail.
Great.
Or they know that Medicare doesn't call you. But what those are is those common scam calls that you're getting, and they use the tactic of fear and anxiety. So they say, your card is expired. Have you gotten your new card? New cards aren't going out, so people will always say, I haven't. And they say, well, your card's expiring and your Medicare coverage will end tomorrow if you don't.
That's alarming.
It is alarming, and people don't want to lose their medic, especially the aging population, like losing your health care in a matter of seconds. So they kind of do whatever the scammer will say. Give us your information, and we'll get that new number for you. Or have you received a chip card? Have you received your plastic card? Medicare is only sending out those paper, red, white, and blue cards. They are not sending out anything plastic, anything chip. And then now they're asking, when do you have Medicare Part A and B? That's the new question that they're asking. And people will say yes. Well, when did you first get that? Because it'll say on your card, when did you first start with your Medicare Part A and B? And then they will try to get your number to confirm your number. So they're trying a bunch of different tactics just to try to get that Medicare number.
And with that Medicare number, they then exploit it. And they build things, they charge things, and and what I thought was very interesting is there are so many companies that are like Medicare vendors that are kind of culprits in this because they've changed hands. Is that how that happens?
I am unsure, really.
You wish you knew.
Probably. I wish if I knew, there probably would be a lot less fraud. What I'm guessing it sounds like, what I've heard from my beneficiaries, is it sounds like big call warehouses, like big call centers. And they get a list of numbers, and they are going one after the other trying to get these Medicare numbers. And the problem is, if you answer the phone and you at least engage with that scammer one time, they know that that's what they call it a live line. They know someone lives there. They know someone will pick up. They will be relentless. They'll call after call after call. And I hear people all the time, well, I just mess with the scammers. Or
you're not going to win.
You will never win. Or I have people say, well, I was in the middle of doing this. They woke me up and I wasn't even thinking straight, or I was in the middle of writing something down and I just said my number. But
it's game over after that.
It's game over. But luckily it's a pretty easy fix.
Okay. How do you fix it?
So how I fix it, or how anyone can fix it, is you report it to Medicare. You call them and you tell them that the number is now compromised. It's gotten out. Someone has it. And this can stop claims from coming in.
Okay.
Because they're aware that this number has been compromised. They're
put
waiting.
A freeze on that number.
Yeah. Well, they'll get you a new number.
Right. So you can and should get a new number.
You should get a new number. You call Medicare. I can call Medicare on behalf of beneficiaries. So a lot of times people don't want to wait on hold with 1-800-Medicare. I have a different line that I call through that kind of bumps me up, and I generally don't have a hold, but I can call on behalf of someone if I have their information. A lot of times people have their information is compromised. They don't want to give it out again, which I understand, but they are always more than welcome to call Medicare, which is that 800 number on the back of everyone's card, and request a new number.
But working with a Pro Seniors representative for a little shortcut never hurt anybody.
Right.
They're a trustworthy source. All right, so if they want to get a hold of you to get a new card or maybe confirm what they are suspecting is happening with a new card, or I got a call, how do they reach Pro Seniors?
You can reach Pro Seniors. I'll give you the number. This comes directly to me. It is 800-293-4767.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Mary Helen.
Of course.
Still to come on the Watchdog, it's time to stock up on school lunch staples. We'll tell you why you may want to skip strawberries if you're trying to keep costs down. Welcome back. It's time for our recall roundup now. Is this play set in your backyard or maybe at your daycare? The Consumer Product Safety Commission is warning people to stop letting children play on these slide play sets immediately. A 17-month-old child died from injuries they suffered while playing on one of these. There's a risk of serious injury and death from head and neck entrapment. Now, consumers are urged to dispose of these and not sell them or give any away. This mini fridge by Kululi also being recalled. 250,000 of these 10 and 15-liter mini fridges are being recalled due to fire and burn hazards, and injuries have been reported in this case too. And this popular Hampton Bay outdoor ceiling fan being recalled as well. There have been 11 reports of the fan blades breaking or separating from the fan motor. Thankfully, no injuries in those incidents. They were sold in Home Depot stores and online nationwide. A 19 consumer alert about the price of strawberries now. They may be going up, and fingers are pointing towards strawberry growers in Mexico. They're accused of setting prices too low during the winter. The claims are part of a commerce report about fair trade. Now, if investigators find unfair practices, that could lead to tariffs on strawberries and higher prices. So strawberries may not be in the cards for your kids' brown bag lunches. The average packed lunch now costs $6. But Susan Campbell is showing us some ways to lower that total.
I had never actually done the math on each individual lunch for my kids. So here's the good news. It can be affordable, and we have lots of ways to keep that cost under $6 a day.
School's starting, and it's time to come up with a plan for lunch.
Well, it fuels their learning.
Natalie Tenney is the president of the School Nutrition Association of Arizona and the Nutrition Services Director for Gilbert Public Schools.
Less sugar and whole grain in the cereals.
She knows a lot of families are thinking about the food budget right now, and she says school lunches may be a solution.
We are so happy to help extend households' budgets, to help your grocery dollar go further.
The cost for an elementary school lunch in Gilbert is $3.20. For high schoolers, it's $4.10. That's way less than the average price of a packed lunch at $6.16, according to Deloitte data.
The good news about the National School Lunch Program is fresh fruits and vegetables are unlimited. So let's say you ate your pizza, you ate the side salad, you had your white milk, and you're still hungry. Take some more apples, take some more oranges. It would be very hard to go anywhere else, even with a value menu, to be able to get that level of nutrition, that amount of food for that cost.
About half of students in our state qualify for free and reduced lunch. And this school year, the state is covering the copay for reduced price meals.
And that's for all districts that participate in the USDA National School Lunch Program. So that's a huge benefit to families that maybe qualify for the reduced. They would still get it free this school year.
Are there a lot of people who don't realize that they do qualify that are not taking advantage of this opportunity?
I think so.
If your kids prefer packing, we can do that on a budget too. My son loves a peanut butter sandwich every day. We'll also do a carrot peeled and cut, Greek yogurt from the fridge, some potato chips, and a cheese stick. Altogether, this costs about $2.87, and that's without any coupons or sales. Okay, here's one more budget lunch option. Applesauce, a banana, hummus that I packed from a larger container. That's a much cheaper option than buying single-serve packages. Crackers, cheese cut from the block, and some cucumber slices. The cost for this one, about $3.10. Lots of options for lunch on a budget, whether you're packing.
We have the 100% fruit juice.
Or buying.
Besides avoiding single-serving prepackaged foods, you can also slash your lunch budget by shopping the sales and cutting out food waste. Ask your kids to bring home leftovers rather than throwing them out. That's going to give you an idea of how much they're actually eating so you don't overpack and therefore overspend every day. I'm Susan Campbell.
And when it comes to weeknight dinners, as school is back in session, Chipotle is offering to help you out. On Thursday, August 20th, from 3 until close, they're offering a BOGO entree special if you're wearing school apparel or accessories. So this goes from middle and high school spirit wear to college tees, sweatshirts, jerseys, and hats. School gear is the ticket to a free meal. And for 3 consecutive Sundays, starting this Sunday, Chipotle also offering dinner offers, buy 2, get 1 free. Well, that's it for this episode of the Watchdog here on 19 News Plus. Every week, we do bring you the latest scam alerts, fraud reports, recalls, and trending consumer news. It's every Wednesday evening at 6:30 p.m. If you'd like to catch some previous Scam Squad stories that I've done, you can find those on Cleveland19.com under the News tab. I'm Jen Pachano. Thanks so much for watching.